The problem about the West is that the one holding up the cure can't be a mental case. The one that's going to solve problems can't be a mental encapsulation, because the way that the mind will attempt to solve a problem is from the place of the mind's desire, which is the fear that's there. So what I'm trying to say is, it's just a totally different approach, and there's where you have to be patient with. I'm telling you, babes, where I come from, what I know of by now is just a different kind of person rather than the professional or the college graduate, however many years. And you listen to it, you'll see it on what we have is the neighbors are doing work over here, which inspires me to talk a little bit about something because they're doing something that's like an obvious. See, the mind and or narcissist, they're highly predictable in that. Now the way you what we mean is that you can kind of figure out why they do things like they, and what they're fishing around for, what's coming next. And but unless you are not savvy, like you really don't know that there's a narcissist there. You don't know that you have a mind too, and the capacity to get lost and worked up and trying to save it as being more real than the real solution, which is just to be here now and be present and say, well, what is going on here? Hi, I'm here. Are you there? But see, no, the narcissist isn't that frank. Isn't you start getting up close to them and saying, and so how are you? What are you doing? They get nervous, right? I mean, that's a usual, I guess, for some private people. It's not a very good example, but what I mean is intimacy. 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 If you're naturally on an intimate level, like right away, I guess what it really is, I'm pointing at is authenticity, an authentic person. They don't understand the half of anything most of the time. So if, say, a highly expressive person, an artist, um, narcissists don't understand one artist to the next. Of course, they're hard to understand, but what I'm saying is that they don't have an understanding of anything. To start on a train of anything, I mean, it's kind of sad to just put it that way, but it's like they don't have any interest in anything, because where they're operating from is the mind. And the only thing that the mind can be interested in is doing a bolster up, some kind of thing that would make themselves more real. Then what threatens it is something that's in fact more real than them, which is the truth in reality. Very controversial subject matter, by the way, especially because, yes, we have minds that think that they're more real than the truth. It's a controversial subject matter to some people who have no conversation for it. Whoops, here goes my light. It's going to settle. There it went. Better? Is that a little better? Sometimes they're just adjusting for the better. Wow, nice and whitewashed. I'd say yes. Not a wrinkle showing. Anyway, no, we have all the time in the world to have this conversation, and it's coming up more and more. It's like, yes, but see, a lot of people can't really have this. See, I'm practicing the conversation. The conversation, capital T, capital C. The conversation. What's that? Well, that's just Buddhism. It's a conversation between two types of quality people, two very different quality beings. One is, and I've never talked about this, by the way, not in all 1,000 videos. Sorry to bring up this random subject matter, but one of these two types of people is a mind, and the other one is, now what could we say? We say it's the heart, but what do we really mean? Now, well, what do we really mean? Shall we continue having this conversation? In one of my videos, I'll post it after this. I think I posted on the 9th. I'll post this on the 14th. I say, hey, if you're really interested, send me $20. See, you guys aren't understanding of anything about social media. I'm sorry to get off the subject matter, but if 10,000 people sent me $1, I get $10,000. Why can't we do this? Right now, supposedly I have 300 and some odd people, 329 people there. If they all sent me $10, how much money is that? Boy, that's a lot of money. To me, it is. And we can start this. We can start this trend because I have absolutely disinteresting. I'm a Chewbacca lady. That's why. That's why you want to send the money there. That's why you want me to continue on with this conversation that I just ended on. What was I trying to talk about? I was trying to talk about the two different kinds of people. That I never talk about this. I just want to start something new. See, they don't understand if they hear me talking like this. It's like, babes, I'm a live entertainer. If you zero in, if you tune in on me, it's just like your TV set. You're going to probably find even something more that makes sense there, more than your TV set. Babe, we don't keep advertising toilet paper here. We already know there's good toilet paper out there. Good for you that there's a car, too. Can we grow up a little bit? Maybe just a little bit. Babes, really, have you ever just drove next to a schizophrenic and tried to listen? God, maybe they're trying to say something. No, a lot of times they don't. They're like, Matt, they're always stuck on this. And let me tell you this right now. And he said, and my mama coming, and then this, and then this, that. Now I'm going. And it's like, fuck, okay, you are crazy. But other people know we're just live entertainers, and maybe we don't have a job yet. And maybe we're trying to give ourselves a job in our room in front of a computer, and we do have the potential of how many millions of people watching? Of course, it's happening in Afghanistan. They're making a lot of money off of me, by the way. It's terrible. Back to uh, how predictable the narcissist is out there. It's the stupid game that I was going to say. Well, it's just toddlers out there, but no, it stems off into. Oh, did you really like school, huh? You think that presidences and the king and queen of the classroom or whatever exists, and you don't have a life of your own. There, you don't. You have now. You are indoctrinated. And see, you're dangerous. You are fucking dangerous to true intelligence. I am outnumbered. How about you? Who's that? Jesus Christ. Oh, love me, love me. Thank you. I know you do. I'll be right there. God save us all. Um, so you don't respond in the way that is predictable. You don't take their bait. You don't take their bait. Naturally, it'll happen if you're way up above, like you're not two sandwiches short of a picnic. I mean, at least you know why to build a sandwich, and you're actually going to the fucking picnic. Um, then then you're naturally kind of puzzling to them, and they think you're crazy. And I've already had the sheriff called on me a couple times just for raising my voice. God, that is so. See, I have a deep responsibility to go to court and say, okay, I want to pull up this recent thing that has happened. Really pull it all up. If I have any other record, you'll see. I'm just trying to defend myself against these people that are kind of, you want to talk. See, you have to go to court and say, are you aware of the non-human occupation? And they'll say, yes, we call them non-human entities. Then you start speaking language. Well, I would like, um, what would you like? I would like a restraining order on future attacks that might happen because these people are apt to attack me. It's stemming all the way up, and now you bring it up and I bring it up. It's stemming all the way up to the narcissistic abuse from the officials who claim that it's unfounded what I'm talking about, and I am dealing with putrid smell that I can't prove now because I should prove it. The health issues have come up because there's a new entity. Not just there's a psychopath and a narcissist, they're doing it. They allowed the asphalt to be poured in. Yes, I'm still talking about that. There isn't justice served, and then I'm just a natural thing. And so what I have on the other side here is the way that this person is building the fencing is insane. It's insanity, and it's work that he's creating for me because he's putting a fence on top of wiring, and so I have to cut that away. But this other thing he's done, he created a health hazard for himself and his animals, and the whole thing, it's looking desperate. It's like, why are you acting like this? And where is your leader? To build a fence that way and to make what he's doing right now, the way it's done, okay, it has to be temporary. I admit I do jump to conclusions, and it must be a temporary, but it's looking like the permanent fence, but he set it back away from the chain link fence, so that now there's this gap along the garage too, which things can get caught in there. His dogs can get caught in there, like if a predator was to come or something can get caught. I mean, it's just more of a complication. If you ask me, it's Kali Yuga. Wow, you're doing Kali Yuga really good. You're not even thinking about how I have to see that wiring now. It's a really beautiful fence, but then you gave me the shitty part of the wiring, and I'm like, you know what? I had to when I gave him the earphones back saying, I can't use this. Don't take it personally. I can do the bulbs, the saffron. I'm going to have to put cages over it. That's just the reality of it. You're going to have cages for the stuff that you're going to learn that doesn't grow here, and you're going to try and grow it here. I'm just trying Buddhism. You know, keep talking, keep talking. If they try and shut you down, they can't do that, my friends. They can't. But you'll notice a narcissist because it's not really you there. It's the divine. It's the divine you. You're not an ego there. See, they don't have an ego. God, this is so hard to explain. See, they don't know. You need to know this to get your conversation right. You should need to contemplate this. There's two egos. There is the divine ego, there's the mind of God, there's two minds. I tried to explain this before, and there's the body in between. Which one are you following? Are you following the mind of God, which entails the truth, which is such an ever interesting situation we're in here, just entails, let alone that we have narcissists or whatever character out there, the truth of them, what are they doing today, pouring asphalt over there, making it impossible for me to breathe, and I can't forget about it. Really feeling, oh my God, the only use I can do for my life is to go to court over and over and over again. Not just me, but get a lot of people to understand this is all you can do. Take it to higher courts a lot and just alert. There's got to be a way to simplify this and stop the negative effects it has on us. It's causing illness. It fucking causes illness, not just the pollution. Narcissists being there, causing fear of death and all this stuff in people. I mean, whatever that is, they're getting at the narcissist with that. What I mean is, mental mind